Welcome, beautiful yogis. This is our Monday practice, and today we're going to lighten up our upper body, bring a lot of mobility and lightness and flexibility, and really strengthen the lower body. And we'll have a good time doing it too. Please come to sit in a cross-legged seat. Lovely to see you. And bring your hands to prayer pose. And we'll move the arms with the breath. So pointing your fingers away now, move your hands forward while breathing in, big, wide open arms. And then the exhale, return the palms together and bring them back to your heart. Very simple. Inhalation, stretch forward and open the big wingspan. Exhalation, bring the wings back and into the heart. One more time this way. Good. Now this time the hands stay together and we'll take them straight up. Inhale. And then the wide arms lower down. Exhale to lightly touch the mat. And inhale the wide arms back up to prayer pose. Inhalation, extend, reach tall and wide. All the way down to the ground, the exhale. Bring the arms back up, inhaling, palms touch into the heart. And one more time. This breathing gesture to bring us into the now moment, to forsake the day and come into here and now. Good. Placing your palms on your legs, shoulders back. Inhale, raise your chin. Exhale, lower the chin. Circle now, your nose as pointer. Bringing a little movement into the neck. Twice around in this direction. And at the completion of this one, simply reverse direction, staying connected with your breath. And one more time. Good. Now the heart comes forward. Lean a little forward, and as the heart reaches forward, shoulders go back and the chin lifts. The exhale, hold on to the knees. Round your back, droop, and lower the chin. Here comes the inhale, drawing forward. Big, wide collarbones, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then the exhale, we round the back and spread the shoulder blades apart, as we did. So ride your breath. Feel how with each breath the movement might amplify, become a little bigger. Let's do two more. And one more. From the vertical spine, inhale your arms to parallel, and then exhale, elbows wide. Staying here for inhale, and now cross your right arm over your left. Either hold your shoulders or wrap your forearms. And now raise your elbows, lift your heart on the inhale, and exhale the bowing forward again. This time the elbows go way down. Rise again. and round. And coming up, big deep inhalation, exhale, bow forward. We'll take it one more time. Coming up to level elbows, unraveling the arms, clasp hands now behind your back. And now the heart lifts and squeeze the shoulder blades as the chin lowers again. Stay 3 breaths, stretching the back of your neck, drawing the collarbones, the shoulders wide, squeezing the blades close together. And then on the exhale, release your hands, bringing them now to the mat in front of you. Lifting your heart, breathe in, and now a little forward bend over this cross-legged position. Looking towards your hands, letting your heart lead. The feeling of a lifted sternum. 2 more breaths. One last breath here. And walk your hands back. Taking a moment now to switch your shin bones, the other one in front. Snuggling the sit bones and reach your arms wide and up. Parallel arms, exhale, the elbows bend. And this time is going to be your left arm over your right. Wrap your forearms. Raise the elbows on an in and bow forward on your exhalation. Staying with this action. As with all these movements, as we align with them, perhaps we deepen, we amplify the depth of the forward bend, back bend as the arms lift. And we're coming now to our last one. All the way up, undo the arms and clasp. This time, one finger slot different, and the other thumb on top. Sternum lifts, collarbones broaden, and the arms straighten out behind. Squeeze the shoulder blades, filling up with a breath. This exhale, just turn your head, look over to your right. Back to center on in, and to your left. Let's do it one more time each way. And the last one. With your gaze at center, undo the arms, and this time shake out your fingers and your wrists. And then place the fingers in front as we did. Heart lifts, inhale, and again, nice straight back as we come forward. Looking towards the hands, but feeling the lift in the heart, collarbones broad, almost as though we were doing Sphinx pose. So there's a grounding and a tractioning through your hands to pull back, bringing the sternum forward. 2 more breaths. Walk your hands back, sitting tall, your right arm, bring it up, Circle it now behind you, propping that hand behind you. Let the left arm come up and take your left arm to your right knee for a little twist. Tall and turning, still keeping the collarbones wide. Each exhalation a little bit more. And on this exhalation, turn your head towards the left. And tilt your ear. Stretch and open the right side of your chest and neck. Which now, as we lean deeper towards that thigh, the free arm comes up and over to stretch even more on your right side, keeping it a lateral twist. Looking up on in and down on out breath. One more time. Good. Come to upright, bringing a hand to each thigh, palms down, lowered gaze, raised heart, inward attention, and feel what is here. Your breath, a little asymmetry. And we take second side, so be your left arm inhaling up, circle it around to position it on the mat behind you. Right arm follows to lower over the knee, to lift your trunk and turn it to your left, collarbones wide. Each exhalation, that slightly deeper twist. And now on the exhalation again, it's your head that turns towards your right shoulder and tilts. Bringing lightness and openness now to your left chest and shoulder. Which we now, as we lean in, deepen to your left side. Up comes the arm. And open your ribs, looking up on the in and turning to look down on the out. 2 more times. Good. Lower the arm, and as we did, a hand on each thigh. To pause a moment, to lower the gaze, raise the heart, and awareness into the entire body, experiencing your own breathing. Just starting to get that internal connection to the body and the breath and this moving. The gift of yoga, becoming present. Lowered chin, opened eyes. Line up your feet in cobbler's pose. Inching your feet a little further back so that we get a nice rise, like the cobra rising and the heart leading as we take a deep forward bend. Deep, just as deep as your body can do, and it's all about the feeling in the low back. And the breath coming here. And breathing in, we come upright. Bring your knees together. Scooching off your blanket, placing that to the side and turning so that we can take boat pose. by holding the thighs and lifting your knees and your heart. We're not going to hold it very long, just have a little go at it. Shoulder blades broad. On the next exhale, let your feet come down to the mat and bring your elbows down to the mat. Have the elbows right under your shoulders and tuck the tail a bit. Take your feet just off the floor and then pedal your left leg straight, bring it back, exhaling your right leg straight and bring it back, and both legs straight and bring them back. Exhale the left, inhale back, exhale the right, and inhale back. Both legs towards or all the way straight, and return. We have one more set, yogis. Left, and back, and right, and back. Both legs, and back. Feet to the mat. We're going all the way down onto the back now. Strategize that you'll still be on your mat as you lie down and hug the knees in. And so please put your palms down, tucked slightly under your hips. Take your both legs straight up into the air. Flexed feet as you exhale. Right leg's going to stay there for a breath in, and the left leg lowers down. Left leg lowers down, right leg is vertical. Touch down if you can. Inhale, bring your leg back. And it's a slow descent of your right leg now. And let's stay with this. Inhale the right leg up, making sure that your sacrum is pressed down. Exhale the left leg down. Inhale brings it back. Right leg lowers down. Good. Now bring both legs up. Separate your legs a little bit and come into happy baby. So the knees bend, we hold the feet, and we pull the knees down with the strong arms. And one more breath. Sending the legs now back to vertical and your arms wide out, wingspan out from your shoulders and your feet flexed. Wide legs, inhale, toes point down. Exhale, bring your legs back together, bunion bones touch. And the same again, inhale. Wide legs, toes pointing down. Exhale, returning together. And one more time. And together. Bend your knees until your knees are directly over your hips and your shins are parallel to the mat. Exhaling a little leftwards with your knees, your hips back to center, and a little towards the right. Feeling this out as we might go a little further each way. On this third round, let's take the knees all the way to the left, let them land. You can bring the ground up with a block as needed. Take a moment here to feel this wide upper back and the knees drawn towards your left elbow. And breathe into the areas of stretch. Now the big breath in. The right arm on the exhalation sweeps up and over to match with your left hand. And inhale, bring it back. Mobility in the upper back, shoulder blade. Big open heart, full breath in. Exhale, over we go. So your head might lift a bit. And open for the one more time. Exhaling across. Good. And so now the arms come to wide, strong core. Bring your knees up. And now take your knees, your hips, towards the right. Settle here a few breaths. Feel where the stretch is happening, where opening is happening. And just welcome that. We begin with a big open-hearted inhale. Left arm now. Exhale, bring it across, left hand to right hand. The arm sweeps back while we breathe in and back across as we breathe out. One more time. Open the arm, strong core, bring your knees back up. And from the center line, let's draw the knees in towards the chest. And leave them there as you now put your hands to cup your head. And as we did a moment ago on the forearms now, pedal your legs really slow and low. So exhale your left leg close to the ground to straight. Inhale, bring it back. And then the right leg close to the ground. Stretch it straight and bring it back. Exhale, extend the other leg. Inhale, bring it back. Keep your low back pinned into the mat. One more each side. Good. And so now, bring your palms down near your hips again and take the legs back to vertical. And widen the legs. So let's widen the arms as well. Wide legs. Squeeze them back together. So now it's the legs that are moving. Upper body for now stays flat. Exhale together. This time, wide legs, inhale. Wrap your left thigh over your right, above the knee. Bend the knees, and can you wrap your lower leg as well? If not, just be okay with just the upper leg wrapped above the knee. Good. And so now we're going to wrap the arms as well. So we're a supine eagle here. And with the left leg on top, can you wrap your right arm on top? Now you're either going to hold your shoulders or wrap the forearms as we did earlier. And here we go into the core. Inhale your knees away and your elbows up. Exhale, curl up, elbows to knees. Inhale back. And exhale, curl up. We got a few to go. This is Om 3. And we'll do 2 more. Here comes our last one, curling in. Rest your head, unwind the arms, take the wingspan wide, and undo the legs. Feet parallel to begin. Centralize your sacrum, and then cobbler's pose, just a little breather here. Inward attention, breaths deep and full. Good. Bring your knees back up together. Take your feet off the mat. Wriggle your sacrum spaciously and then send your legs back to vertical, flexed feet. Inhale, wide legs. Exhale, squeeze them together. And as we did, wide legs and back together. And on this third one, it's going to be the right thigh crossing over the left, above the knee. Bend the knees and maybe tuck your foot behind the ankle or squeeze your shin bones close together. If your neck is bothersome with this sequence, feel free to hold your head or bring your left arm over your right, cross above the elbows, either hold your shoulders or wrap your forearms. Inhale, knees, wrap knees away, straightening out. Exhale, elbows and knees curling up. And 4 to go. The exhale is the curl up. And we're already at our last one, curling up. Head rests down and unwind your limbs. Coming again to the cobbler's pose. This time let your hands rest on your tummy and fill your hands with your inhalation. So deep, low inhale. Let the breath move up the ribs to the top. A little holding moment, and then blow the breath away. Twice more. Bring your knees back up. Separate your feet. Lift and lower the sacrum to press it down into the mat. And place your palms flat near your feet. Long arms, elbows down. Bridge pose. Inhale. Tuck your tail as you rise up. And keep the tail tucked as you lower back down. As we did. Hips rise, steadying your hips and knees, coming up a little higher or starting to feel it in the psoas and the quads. Exhale down. We have 3 more. Relax on completion, and the relaxation is like a wave from your buttocks through your spine, your shoulders. And now we'll roll over onto hands and knees. So do have your blocks nearby. They're nice to use in any of these sequences. So we'll come into cow-cat. Inhale the length of your spine into an arch, and we'll exhale, tuck under around your back. Stay with that, please. Arching and rounding. Completely connected to breath. Nice. And now the next one. Bring your hands a little forward, spread them, curl the toes, and listen carefully. We're only going to lift the knees an inch or two. So knees come up, hold here. Press your hips back. And now straighten the legs for downward dog. Walking out your legs. And then with the feet closer together in downward dog, take your right leg up high, knee to nose, exhale. So if wrists are bothersome, do this on all fours. Twice more. Leg lifts, knee to nose. One more. Good. Now step the right foot between your hands. And you can work with fingertips on the ground or with blocks. As we now lower the right sit bone, flatten the upper back, and breathe in this place. Good. Left hand stays open to the right for a twist. And bring your hand back down. We're going back to downward dog, so the blocks can be out of the way unless you're staying on fours. Take the right leg high. Circle your right foot. Reverse your right foot circling. And right foot next to left. We're back in downward dog. Feet close together for the left leg. Take it up, inhale, knee to nose, exhale. 2 to go. Step the left foot through. We're going to stay a few breaths here in this lunge with the back leg straight. Feel free to bring your blocks in so you get a nice long spine. And feel that good stretch in the back of the leg. Centering breaths. Add your twist to the left. And come back down, return to downward dog or all fours, and take that left leg high. Stretch it out, circle the foot, and reverse. Left foot next to right, come down to your knees, and come down to the elbows, palms in prayer pose. Little restful moment as we look at the knees, guiding them under the hips. Curl the toes under for forearm balance. So now the shoulder blades are very engaged, moving together, heart through. And now as you lift your head a little bit, walk your toes further back and lower to forearm plank and hold here. Now we've got the legs, the core, the shoulders, everything strong. The next inhale is the deep one to hold. Lower, all the way down, uncurl the toes, palms flat now in parallel, so we find ourselves in Sphinx pose. Breathing deep, holding the upper body lift. As we lower the chest, slide the hands back, push to hands and knees, or straight to downward dog. And now as we did, it's the right leg that lifts, and step the right foot through. Bring your blocks in and power up your legs. So we're going to move away from the blocks and come to upright. So press your feet down, you walk up your thigh, and then raise the arms overhead. And find a stability here, strength. On the exhale, lower your arms. Inhale your front leg towards straight. Exhale, bend the knee. Ooh, this is a real balancing act. Arms move now with the inhale, straightening leg. And exhale, bend the knee as the wings lower. Wings float up, leg towards straight. Exhale, float down. Can we do it one more time? Well done, everyone. Lean forward, hands back to the ground, all the blocks. And bring your back knee down and straighten your front leg. Ease that leg that worked so hard. And we'll take a little twist to the right, so keep your right sit bone back and your right arm sweeps along level with the shoulder. Open your chest to the right. And bring that hand back. Retract your right leg. We're going back to downward dog. Feet close together. Raise the left leg high and step the left foot between your hands at the front of the mat and bring in the blocks to really power up your legs now. And we're going to move away from the blocks to rise up. Bringing the arms overhead. Drop the shoulders, find your balance here. On the exhale, the arms come to hang at your sides. And now inhale, your legs straight. Exhale, bend it. We'll add the arms now. Inhale, the arms fly up as the leg straightens. Exhale, float them down. So light wings. Strengthen the legs. coming up and lowering down. One more. Great, lean forward, come back to the blocks, straighten the front leg, draw the left sit bone back, and a little twist to the left. And bring your hand down, bring your back knee down, and straighten the leg. Good, and let's take the left leg back. See how it would be to take a downward dog holding the blocks. Raise the right leg up, step it forward, strengthen and power up your legs, and this time, instead of coming all the way up, just reach your arms back. So we're more in a slant now. Inhaling your arms forward and swim them back. Twice more. Great, and bring your hands back to the blocks. Step the right leg back to downward dog. Now it's the left leg that lifts up. Inhale and step the left foot forward. Power it up. Keeping that deep lunge in or strength in that left leg. Reach your arms back. Steady in the legs. We begin our flight. Inhale the arms forward and sweep them back. 2 more times. Hands back to the blocks. Downward dog. And walk your feet to the front. Parallel your feet and bring your blocks to the high setting so that we have a flat back. Crown forward, tail back. And as we hold the blocks, take your left leg parallel to the mat behind. Left leg. Your right hip rotates back a little bit. And we stay for 3 breaths standing on the one leg. We've got the support of the blocks. Good, and bring your left foot down. Shifting your weight, we take the right leg parallel. Left hip sit bone draws back, heart forward. Stay to breathe. And bring your right foot down. Distribute your weight. Keep your head a little lifted as we again take the left leg back. And now step your left foot a little bit in front of your right. Lift your heart and cross your left foot over your right. Bend both knees. Draw your weight back. Press both feet down and push away from the blocks. Coming to upright, arms can be parallel. So we're not quite in eagle pose. We've just got the legs crossed. And we've got both feet on the mat. Good. And now inhale your heart open. Bring your hands to clasp at your back. Steady on your both feet. Lift your heart. And now bow forward. Over your crossed legs, steady. Inhale up. Release the arms forward. And bring your hands back to your blocks. Uncross your feet. Walk them back so that we are in the flat back position. Little breather here. Feet are close together. The right leg lifts up behind and step the right foot a little forward and then cross it over your left. Bend both knees. Your thighs are crossed. Your knee might be tucked into your other knee. Move away from the blocks and rise up. Lift your wingspan and spread your arms. Clasp behind your back. Lift your heart and fold over your legs. Steady your legs. And inhale. All hands on your blocks. A little resting moment. Extended child's pose. Hips draw back. And arms are reaching forward. 3 breaths. Good, and make your way back up. All right. Blocks to the sides. I hope you're having a little rest. Take a break, that's fine. Or come along for the next adventure, which is a blanket right in front, where we're going to do rabbit pose. So crown of the head onto the blankie. And now clasp hands above your head and stretch your shoulders, rolling onto the top of your head. 3 breaths, rabbit pose. And now we release the hands and come into child's pose. So you don't want to come up too fast. Stay low with your head. Come into child's pose. If you need to put the blanket behind your knees, do that. And rest with your head low in child's pose. And breathe here. Nice. Please come to hands and knees. And downward dog. Three breaths. And walk your feet forward. Hands to shin bones for the flat back. Fold deep, exhale. We're coming all the way upright, arms overhead. Sweep up. Prayer pose into the heart. Pause for a breath. Good. Are you ready? Sweep the arms wide and up. half sun salutations. Forward bend, hands to shins. Halfway up, breath in. Fold deep, breath out. Come up all the way to prayer pose. And we'll do 2 more of these. Flow with your breath. Steady and strong in the legs. Fluid and mobile in your upper body and your arms. 1 more cycle. Come up all the way. And prayer pose. Put all your weight on your right foot and just bend your left knee. You might take your foot off the floor if you're looking at a still spot. You might even cradle your left thigh. Hold steady. If you falter, no matter. Let's try it again. Good, and then switch sides. Come on down. Hold a steady, fixed gaze. As we bend the right knee, either keep your toe on the mat if you're very wobbly today, or bring it up. And if you're holding your thigh, just lift your heart as well. And everyone, well done. Good. Both feet on the mat. Nice balance. We're going to do eagle pose now. So bring your blocks, and we'll have the blocks here. Some of you might do the full eagle, or you'll have the blocks next to your feet. And get steady here. And just for a moment, raise both arms, sitting down in chair pose, getting the hips warmed up, straighten up, breath in, and chair pose. 1 more. Good. Now bring your hands to your hips, stepping into your right leg. Push that foot down, lift your left knee, and wrap it over your thigh. Some of you will wrap the foot behind your ankle again, or the ball of the foot will find the block, giving you a little bit of stability. Sink a little deeper into the hips. And we're going to add the opposite arm on top. So that would be the right arm on top. Either hold your shoulders or wrap your forearms. Finding stability. Next, exhale, elbows towards your knees. And inhale, bring the chest and the elbows up. We'll do 2 more, strengthening that leg that's holding us. 1 more. All the way up, undo the arms, and your eagle lands on the both feet. And feel this lovely moment. Good. Feet are close together again. Chair pose. Arms sweep up. Exhale, bend the knees. 2 to go. Into chair pose. hands to hips. Your weight now on your left foot. The right leg's going to lift and wrap over the left thigh. Find purchase or wrap. And steady into this deeper hip position. Looking good, everyone. The opposite arm now is on top. Wrap the arms, either hold your shoulders or weave your forearms. Eagle pose. Very integrating, inwardly contracting pose. And we'll add the forward bend, elbows to knees. Inhaling, come up. Heart lifts. Exhale, bow in. One more. Oh, lovely, and we'll unfold everything to stand back, steady on the both feet, and arms alongside. Pause a moment. Standing now in your tall frame, steady, relieved, stable. Two more breaths. As we are, ground your feet, sweep your wings wide, and then exhale, come forward, hands to your shins or your big toes. Hold where you are, come into a flat back, and exhale, tuck really close in. 3 breaths at the deep forward bend. It's fine if the knees want to bend a bit. And release. Roll back up or press up to stand again in the vertical line of your body, sensing how we are rooted and connected to the above through the ground. Energy flows throughout the body. So even as we stand here, feel how in the inhale, your arms, your wings kind of want to lift a little bit. Exhale them down. You can do this in a very internal way. It's not about form. Each time we inhale, the wings might float a little higher and come back down. Soft arms. Bigger wingspan, maybe going higher. We're getting these beautiful images of birds in flight slowed down that we can watch. Have a sense now of your body in flight, the feeling of the air. Lovely floating, relaxed arms and wrists and elbows. Nothing is stiff. One more big, lovely moment of flight. And exhale. Come on back down, your wings in close. And the feeling now. And lowering your gaze to make your way onto your back. And we'll do the elevated hips or the supported bridge pose. So we come down. Have a little hug in moment, knees in. Wrap your arms in close. A little soothing rock is nice. And then when you're ready, reach for your flat block and place it under the sacrum. Bring your arms really close in and send your legs to hang, just like the arms, in a very soft way. Joints at ease. No push. Inward attention, feeling the breath. As we hang out a little longer, please inhale to a count of 6. Hold the breath for 2 counts. And now exhale for 8 counts. Two more cycles. In for 6. The pause is 2. And the exhale is 8. One more breath cycle. 6, 2, 8. Normal breaths. Letting the feet come down to the mat. And removing the block. And moving a little towards the right, wide arms. Wrapping your right leg over your left. And let's let the knees, hips roll leftwards. And very relaxed limbs. So we worked strongly on the glutes, hips, for those standing poses. Perhaps you can feel them, love them, sending the soothing breaths. The next 3 breath cycles, in for 4, hold 2, and out 8. Twice more. 4 in, Hold for 2. 8 for out. Normal breaths. Be the witness of your body being breathed. And now we'll move to the other side. Come on up. Hips will shift a little left. With your left leg over the right, come into your relaxing twist. We're here to simply feel the body. How it is effortless to be here, but we might feel the reverberation in the body of our practice. Bringing our loving awareness there. And then 3 rounds of our pranayama, which is 4 in, 2 hold, 8 out. Stay here in the natural breath, in the witness mode. And now we'll undo this shape, find the midline for final relaxation, using the props that you like. So the arms come in a bit closer, shoulders fall away, back at ease, legs at ease, and the whole body falls away. Falling away into stillness. And as you reconnect with your breathing, breathe into your heart. Deepening the breath at your heart, feeling the peace, the well-being, gratitude. Breathe that in and around your heart. And we roll now onto the side. And taking your time to come on up to sit. Arms widened up and into the heart. So grateful, beautiful yogis, to practice with you. Namaste.